We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Red Raiders will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. To throw, it's Carr. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Locke. It's a seam wide open.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Might be changing the route. Now the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Red Raiders. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
He'll bring it out. It's Price. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Right on the money. Turning it on. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just could bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. And if you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. That's it, fly. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Hands it off. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Carter. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got him on the turf.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this: we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Red Raiders will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Wide receiver going in motion. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down.
What's the heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. A first down run in the red zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to...
And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front seven. Linebackers that can play downhill, not just make plays in the running game, but get in the backfield and blitz the quarterback. And you saw all of that from him right there.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and then put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curve.
They can make this a two-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Lets it fly. Into the house. Touchdown, Red Raider. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Price. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Wide open spaces. The 50. It's a running room. Past the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Big time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And the extra point is good. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Dickey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Leaves it with the back. That hole closed quickly to pick up a 1 to the 15.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Morton. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Right down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Plows through the defense. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great play by the defense. They're getting to the quarterback, knocking it loose, and falling on the fumble, and now they're giving it right back to their own offense right at the goal line.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw, it's Morton. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Wants to throw again. Got it behind the line. It's Joyner. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Off play action. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in. Exact.
Oh, he's got some space. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Raiders really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Back to throw, it's Carr. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Looking for room. It's Love. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can.
Brings it in down the left side. Gets away from one. He's got space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Irish!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. The jet sweep pass. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Dropping back, it's Morton. He wants to go deep. Oh, it's picked off. Bringing it back. A really good return after the interception puts him in business at the 29.
Not all DBs can make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Got him downfield. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking downfield on first down. Going up top. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. He's got it on the run. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the heat. The short hands, it's Carter. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Morton. Caught near the sticks, it's Joyner. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now.
Makes the grab on the big throw. Oh, he's getting ahead, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Red Raider.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And the extra point was good. He'll bring it out. It's Pauling. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Under fire. He's got him this time. At the 40, there he goes. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Carr. Fires to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Unloads it downfield. Grabs it inside the 15. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go to the air. And that is interception number 3 on the day. The 50. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Irish. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Virgil. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking downfield, it's Morton. He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it inside the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll bring it out. It's Price. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Carr. Fears the pressure. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Buys a little time with his feet. Going to try to get it himself. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off play action on first down. Can't make the connection to the defense, putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Carter. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the first down. But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay every time he catches the football. Later on, he might be less likely to want to reach his arms out there and try to catch that thing.
The Red Raiders trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Douglas. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to throw up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Gets it out quickly. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Carr. Pressure coming. Had to get rid of it quickly.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. To throw, it's Carr. Gets it out fast. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fields. Touchdown, Notre Dame! A great catch and run for 6. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Nicky. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that.
Turning on the Jets! And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Firing to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Morton. Zings it complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raider. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. So 1st down will open up the final period. Gets the back moving. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That defender did not care that the running back was setting up behind him on a screen. He was just thinking one thing and one thing only. See ball, get ball. He did that.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's locked. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Oh, out of space. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
A strike downfield. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Once he got some room, it was over.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Morton. It's complete to the right. Still running at the 40. He's loose. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Red Raider. And they take it in for 6 more points.
From a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Price. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 25, exactly where he would have been if he'd taken the knee. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Tight end finds a soft spot. At the 45 on his way. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Iron!
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field. Treat him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Runs through a tackle. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Red Raiders can really attack on this second and short. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Trying to get behind the defense. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverage.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. They're throwing for it on fourth down. This time he's got his man. They'll immediately call timeout.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
He's got an open man. At the 35, he's got room. No, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
And the Red Raiders line it up with a first and goal. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look at the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
A huge chance for points here on third and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Fourth and goal now in the fourth quarter, down a couple scores. This ball needs to go to your best player on offense. Who's your best playmaker, be it a receiver, tight end, running back, that can win in space and get you this touchdown?
He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. Notre Dame backed up in the shadow of its own goal post, looking for room on first down. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Finds the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good game.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exact.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Takes it the other way. Oh, he was hoping for the pick six. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A shot toward the end zone. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Throws toward the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. 1-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying...
And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Morton. He wants a big play here late. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Using his legs. It's Joyner. There he goes. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They're sending out the regular kickoff unit. I know they've got a couple of timeouts, but I don't think there's enough time on the clock to pass on the onside kick. Coming out with it, it's Pauly. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Skips away from pressure. Makes a connection. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
That's how you end a football game. Nice job. You put the ball in your best player's hand. Let him go make a play. I know he runs out of bounds, but it doesn't matter. This ball game is over.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And that was one the offense needed and the defense had to have, and they could not get the stop.
And the gamble by the head coach and play caller pays off. Of course, if that's incomplete, it stops the clock. So they needed to have it. Great execution at a time where it was so critical.
He'll take the deep shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him. So we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit as he throws. Wide open downfield. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. First and 10 from the 37. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It just took a shot down the field, didn't get it, so you've got time for one more play. Everybody thinking Hail Mary right now. I know the odds don't say you're going to come up with it, but, man, we have seen crazy things happen in college football.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quarterback now breaking the field. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.